Hello my enthusiastic friends, welcome to this 15th lecture on the topic of admission of partner. I am going to solve the 11th question in the total discussion. This question is relatively easy. It is containing journal entries and balance sheet. Only one adjustment is little different, that is the adjustment of goodwill. Everything else I am very sure that you can manage it on your own. Still we are going to solve it completely and we are going to discuss it in the manner in which we have discussed all other problems also. Okay, so let me disappear from the screen and let me start with question number 11. Tara, Chandra and Surya are partners in a firm of accountants sharing profits and losses in the ratio of 2:3:1. So the first point which you should understand is that existing balance sheet itself is having three partners. So old balance sheet up to 10th question was containing two partners and we admitted third partner, whereas take the case of this problem, in the old balance sheet itself there are three partners and probably we are going to admit fourth partner. The old PSR was 2:3:1, so 2 plus 3 is equal to 5, 5 plus 1 is equal to 6. That is how the ratio is 2:3:1, so 2/6, 3/6 and 1/6. Their balance sheet as on 31st of March 2018, on which date Akash is admitted as a partner, is as follows. Balance sheet as on 31st March 2018, Chandra's capital, Surya's capital. Now there is a complication. We had seen in the first sentence that there are three partners, but now you can see that on the liability side only two partners capital account is available, Chandra and Surya. Tara's capital is not seen on the balance sheet liability side. Look into the asset side, furniture, motor car and cash, and then there is Tara's capital. So Tara is a partner whose capital account is already having a debit balance. And Chandra and Surya, old partners, their capital account is having credit balance. It seems in the past, that is before 31st March 2018, Tara has made heavy drawings and the amount of drawings of Tara were higher than the amount of capital which he had contributed, due to which his capital has become negative or his capital has become overdrawn. That's why it is coming on balance sheet asset side. It means if on 31st March 2018, if the firm is dissolved, it is not getting dissolved. I am just taking an example. If on 31st of March 2018 the partnership decides to discontinue the business and they decide to sell off the assets, pay off the liabilities, then Tara will not get any money back. In fact, Tara will have to bring in rupees 27,000 from his house or her house to the partnership firm, because Tara is the debtor of the partnership firm. Her capital account or his capital account, we don't know, Tara is male or female, is having a debit balance just like debtors. So that is a new point again of the problem. One of the partner is having a debit balance of his capital account. Akash is given 1/4 share of the profits and losses in the firm and the profits and loss sharing ratio among other partners to remain same as before. The following adjustments are to be made prior to Akash admission. So new partner's name is Akash, his PSR is 1/4 and they have told us that other partners PSR should remain same as before. In other words, old partners are sacrificing in their old ratio. So the sacrifice ratio and old ratio is going to be same. Now adjustments at the time of admission are: the motor car is taken over by Chandra at a value of rupees 75,000. Chandra is the receiver, motor car is going out. Furniture is revalued at rupees 54,000. Current furniture is 30. New furniture value is 54. So there is appreciation of 24. Now comes the most important adjustment. Goodwill account is raised in the books of the firm at rupees 1,50,000. Goodwill account is raised in the books at rupees 1,50,000. What to do with this? They are not telling you that Chandra is bringing capital and Akash is bringing capital and Akash is also bringing his share of goodwill. Instead, they are telling you goodwill account is raised in the books of the firm. That means it is valuation method. When the new partner does not bring his share of goodwill in cash, in such situation, there are two different options for us. First one, goodwill is raised. Second one, goodwill is raised and written off. Here it is mentioned that it is raised. Raised means we should consider only old ratio. Raised means we should consider only firm's goodwill. We need not consider Akash's share, but we'll have to consider the total firm's goodwill. If you find it difficult to understand, go through our detailed lecture number 4, accounting entries for goodwill. For the purpose of your convenience, let me show it to you. We have discussed it here, this blue table. Just a minute. Yeah, let me maximize the screen. And yeah, what we have mentioned, valuation method, new partner does not bring his share of goodwill in cash, and goodwill is not appearing in the old balance sheet. You can see that in our exam, in current problem, on the balance sheet asset side there is no goodwill, so we can use these two columns. Then there are two subparts of the same, if it is raised in the books of the firm or if it is raised and written off in the books of the firm. If it is raised, in that case the value should be firm's goodwill. When the new partner brings his or her share of goodwill in cash, we consider only new partner's share. When premium method, new partner is bringing his or her share of goodwill in cash, we consider value is equal to new partner's share. But when he does not bring in cash, we consider value is equal to firm's goodwill. And the ratio for raising is old ratio, and there is only one entry. What is the entry? Goodwill account debit to old partner's capital account. Goodwill account will be debited by the value of the firm's goodwill, and old partner's capital account will be credited in their old ratio by the value of firm's goodwill. So goodwill account will have a balance, and now it will have to come on balance sheet asset side. In old balance sheet, goodwill will not be there, but because of the entry we have passed, goodwill account will appear in the balance sheet. It will have a balance. It will be a debit balance because it is debited. Debit side will be heavy, so it will be called as debit balance, and it will have to come in the balance sheet asset side. So this is the new treatment of this problem. Otherwise the problem is quite easy. Number 1, Tara's capital is having debit balance, and number 2, goodwill is raised. These are the only two important adjustments. Rest of the problem is easy. Okay, so let us consider again our problem. Goodwill account is raised in the books at rupees 1,50,000. This is the value of firm's goodwill, so we are going to use it, and we are going to transfer it to the old partners in their old PSR. Here sacrifice ratio is not required. Sacrifice ratio is required only when the new partner is bringing his share of goodwill in cash. In that case we pass two entries, cash account debit to goodwill account, and goodwill account debit to old partners capital account in their sacrifice ratio. Here goodwill is not brought in cash. It means goodwill account is raised. It means entry, single entry, goodwill account debit to old partners capital account, in which ratio? Old ratio. Thereafter goodwill account will not get closed. It will have a balance. It will be a debit balance. It will come in closing balance sheet, and partners capital account will get increased. Old partners capital account will get increased. Next, unrecorded debtors are rupees 33,000. Now we have solved two such problems. One problem was having unaccounted accrued income. One problem was having rent receivable. Now they are saying unrecorded debtors. It is one and the same. An asset will increase and revaluation account credit side, because without spending anything, asset is increasing. So it is as good as a profit. Cash is not going out, still asset is coming in. So it's a profit. It will have to go to revaluation account credit side. Expenses incurred but not paid rupees 9,000 are to be provided for. So just like accrued income, this is outstanding expenses which are not recorded. So expenses are there, that means revaluation account should be debited, and they are not yet paid, so cash account cannot be credited. They are accrued but not paid. The wording is accrued, the wording is not paid. That means it will have to be considered in the closing balance sheet liability side. So first effect, revaluation account debit side. Second effect, closing balance sheet liability side. Journal entry is revaluation account debit to outstanding expenses account. Next, Akash brings in rupees 60,000 in cash as his capital contribution. So what is the amount of capital brought in by Akash as towards capital? What is the amount brought in cash by Akash towards capital is already given. Now most important, pass necessary journal entries. They have not asked you to prepare ledger accounts and prepare balance sheet. Now this is a complicated situation. They are asking journal plus they are asking balance sheet. So in working note you may have to prepare some smaller accounts for the purpose of getting the closing balances. So be quick now. First of all, draw at least 2 pages journal. Thereafter 3/4 page for balance sheet, and thereafter working note number 1, calculation of ratios. Working note number 2, revaluation account. Working note number 3, cash or bank account. And working note number 4 will be partners capital account. I will have to increase the number of columns in this partners capital account, and I'll have to change the names of the partners also. Let me disappear from the screen and let me add extra columns here. Just a moment. You also prepare quickly the entries or the ledger accounts, etc. 2 pages for journal, 3/4 page for ledger, 3/4 page for balance sheet, and then you can consider 4 lines for revaluation account, 5 to 6 lines or 4 to 5 lines for revaluation, 4 to 5 lines for cash or bank, and then 4 to 5 lines for partners capital. And the names of partners capital are Tara, what was that? Tara, Chandra and Surya, मेरे ख्याल से. Yes, Tara, Chandra, Surya and Akash. Tara, Chandra, Surya and Akash. Okay, since this is a working note thing, all columns did not have heading. That is okay, more than sufficient. Just have proper heading for the purpose of your working notes. First entry or first step, open necessary ledger accounts. We have prepared it. Second step, transfer of assets and liabilities. Let us start on the balance sheet liability side. Whatever is coming from closing balance sheet and it is going to go to its own account, no journal entry. Whatever is coming in closing balance sheet or coming from closing balance sheet and going into next balance sheet now, new balance sheet which we are preparing, again no journal entry. But whatever is there in the given balance sheet but required to be transferred to a different ledger account than what the name is in the given balance sheet, then journal entry is required. No such thing is available in balance sheet, no general reserve, etc. So transfer of assets and liabilities we need not pass in entry. We'll quickly just post in the working note. Chandra's capital 1,05,000, Surya's capital 66,000. Come to partners capital account, come to the working note, write down there by balance brought down. Chandra's capital account is how much? 1,05,000. Surya is 66,000. Chandra 1,05,000. Surya 66,000. Akash cannot have opening balance because Akash is the new partner or incoming partner, so no question about it. Tara capital account is having a debit balance, so we'll write on the debit side to balance brought down. And the balance of Tara is how much? Balance of Tara is rupees 27,000. So I'll consider here 27,000 on the debit side. Opening debit balance comes on debit side. Chandra, Surya and Akash are not having any debit balance, so that is taken care of. Next one, this will go to partners capital balance sheet liability side. We are going to write it partners capital account Tara, Chandra, Surya and Akash. We have just written the name. Afterwards we are going to write the amounts whenever it is required. Next, furniture. I think there is an adjustment for furniture, so it should go to balance sheet asset side inner column rupees 30,000. Balance sheet asset side inner column 30,000. Leave one line. Next, motor car. I think there are 2 adjustments for motor car. No sir, there is only 1 adjustment. Look into it properly. Motor car value is 60,000 and adjustment number 1 tells you that it is taken over by Chandra at a value of rupees 75,000. So one single sentence, but there are 2 adjustments. One single sentence, but there are 2 adjustments. First adjustment is increase the value of motor car from 60,000 to 75,000. That is appreciation. And thereafter this appreciated motor car is going to be taken over by that one of the partner whose name is Chandra. I hope you can understand what I'm speaking. So there are 2 adjustments in one single sentence. First adjustment, motor car is increased, appreciated, and second adjustment, appreciated motor car is taken over by Chandra. So there are 2 adjustments. That means we'll have to leave minimum 3 lines below motor car in our closing balance sheet, which we are going to prepare. So I'll write motor car inner column 60,000. Motor car inner column 60,000. And then below that I'm going to leave minimum 3 lines. Okay. Next one is cash. We have already prepared cash account. We'll write there 2 balance brought down 54,000. 2 balance brought down 54,000. Next, Tara's capital we have already written 27,000. So first step, open necessary ledger accounts over. Second step, transfer of assets and liabilities over. In the second step of transfer of assets and liabilities, we were not required to pass any journal entry because there are no general reserves or reserve fund or P&L account on balance sheet liability side. Similarly, there is no P&L account or advertisement suspense account on asset side. So second step is over. Third step, capital brought in by new partner. Look into the adjustment. The adjustment is telling you that Akash brings rupees 60,000 in cash as his capital contribution. So let me consider cash brought in by Akash as his capital. Entry is journal entry will have to pass. Cash is coming in. Akash is the giver. Entry will be cash or bank account debit to Akash capital account. Cash or bank account debit to Akash capital account. Date is 1st March 2018. Sorry, 1st April. Sorry for that. 1st April 2018. Cash or bank account debit to Akash's capital account. And the amount they have told is rupees 60,000. Yes, 60,000. So let us write down that particular thing, 60,000. Let us write down narration being capital brought in by Akash. Okay. Next one. Next adjustment, step number 4, goodwill. And in this case, they have not told you that Akash is bringing his share of goodwill in cash. Instead, they are telling you that Akash is only bringing capital and goodwill account is required to be raised. So entry will be goodwill account debit to old partners capital account in their old profit sharing ratio. This is called as valuation method. In valuation method, there are two subtypes. Number 1, only raised, and number 2, raised and written off. Since there is no adjustment for raised and written off, we will be treating it as raised. Raised means only one entry and raised means old ratio. Raised means firm's goodwill. Firm goodwill 1,50,000. One entry, goodwill account debit to old partners capital account. Ratio, old ratio. Okay. So goodwill account debit to Tara's capital, to Chandra's capital, to Surya's capital, rupees 1,50,000. I think I'll have to prepare one more working note, goodwill account. Yes, just a moment. Let me duplicate the slide and remove certain extra things. This I'm going to remove. Working note number 5 will be called as goodwill account. Okay, so this is my goodwill account, and the entry which we have decided is goodwill account debit to old partners capital account. Let us quickly pass the journal entry. Goodwill account debit to old partners capital account. In the journal, leave one line and then write the entry 1/4/18. Goodwill account debit to Tara's capital to Chandra's capital to Surya's capital. Amount of goodwill is how much? 1,50,000, and will have to be transferred to Tara's, Chandra and Surya in which ratio? Their old ratio. Old ratio was 2:3:1. So it will be in bracket 2, 3 and 1. So 1,50,000. 2 plus 3 is equal to 5. 2 plus 3 is equal to 5. 5 plus 1 is equal to 6. So your 1,50,000 will have to be divided by 6 and multiplied by 2. That goes to how much? 50,000. Then 1,50,000 divided by 6 into 3, that goes to 75,000. Please make your own calculation, don't depend upon me. And last one is 1,50,000 divided by 6 into 1, that goes to 25,000. So that is correct. 25 plus 75 is equal to 1 lakh plus 50 is equal to 1,50,000. So the narration will be being goodwill raised. Being goodwill raised. Khatam. Let us post the entry. Goodwill account debit. Goodwill account debit side will write to Tara's capital to Chandra capital to Surya capital and to Akash capital. Akash capital is not there, sorry for that. Only 3 partners, old partners are required to be considered. So that is, what was the amount? the amount was 50, 75 and 25. 50, 75 and 25. 50, 75 and 25. Second effect will go to partners capital account credit side by goodwill account. Tara 50, Chandra 75 and Surya 25. Nothing to Akash because Akash is a new partner. Goodwill raised is only for the old partners. First step, open necessary ledger accounts over. Second step, transfer of assets and liabilities over. Third step, capital brought in by new partner over. Next step, goodwill, treatment of goodwill over. Next step, revaluation. Now what are the adjustments of revaluation? Look into the adjustments properly. Motor car is taken over by Chandra at a value of rupees 75,000. So first thing, motor car should be made at rupees 75,000. Currently the value of motor car is 60. It should be converted into 75. So I'll specify, let me go back to my balance sheet and write here 75,000 in the inner column. Why not outer column? Because they have told us that motor car is going to be taken over by one of the partner. So motor car add appreciation is rupees 15,000. So first of all, let us pass the entry for appreciation. Entry is motor car is required to be enhanced. Value of motor car is required to be enhanced or increased. So we'll say motor car account debit to revaluation account because it's a profit. And amount is how much? 15,000. Being motor car appreciated. Being motor car appreciated. Or you can say being value of motor car appreciated. Okay. So one effect will be add to motor car. Second effect will be revaluation account credit side because it's a profit. So I'll say buy motor car 15,000. But thereafter motor car is not retained by us. It is taken over by which one partner? Which partner? Chandra. Chandra is the receiver and motor car is going out. Entry will be Chandra's capital account debit to motor car account. Chandra's capital account debit to motor car account. And the amount is how much? Chandra is taking over motor car at rupees 75,000. So we are going to write now 75,000. So what did we do? We first of all increase the value of motor car. Thereafter we have allowed Chandra to withdraw the same. Being motor car withdrawn, full stop. Entry will be Chandra's capital account debit to motor car. To motor car, be careful, don't write in Tara's column, please write in Chandra's column. 75,000 and Surya dash and Akash also dash. And second effect is balance sheet asset side, less from motor car. I'll have to specify here less withdrawn by Chandra 75,000. So outer column, the amount of motor car is going to be 0. Okay, nil or 0. So this adjustment is also over. Adjustment number 1 is complete. Next, adjustment number 2, furniture is revalued at rupees 54,000. Current value of furniture is 30. It should be made to 54. That means 24,000 ka appreciation. Appreciation is profit. Profit should be credited to revaluation account, and furniture value is going up. Asset going up means debit going up. Debit going up means again debited. So entry will be furniture account debit to revaluation account. Furniture account debit to revaluation account 1/4/18. Furniture account debit FURNITURE. Furniture account debit to revaluation account, and the amount is how much? 30 should be made to 54. 30 to be made to 54, that means 24,000 is appreciation. So we'll write 24,000 and here also 24,000 being furniture appreciated. Now one may say that, sir, I want to make a combined entry of motor car and furniture revaluation together, it is okay for me, not a problem. Being furniture, FURNITURE, furniture appreciated. Okay. Effects will be revaluation account credit side buy furniture, $24,000, and balance sheet asset side add appreciation 24,000, so outer column will be 54,000. Next point, goodwill account is raised in the books at rupees 1,50,000. We have already completed it. Unrecorded debtors are rupees 33,000. So unrecorded debtors are to be brought into books. Entry will be on 1/4/18. 1/4/18. Debtors are coming in. So debtors account debit. 2. Revaluation account, and amount is rupees how much? And amount is rupees how much? 3,000. How much is that? 33,000. Yes, 33,000. So I'll write here 33,000. Being unrecorded debtors, now recorded. Balance sheet asset side debtors, or you can say unrecorded debtors. Directly outer column 33,000. Revaluation account credit side by debtors 33,000. Next adjustment, expenses incurred but not paid rupees 9,000 are to be provided for. So unrecorded expenses 1/4/18. Expenses means revaluation account to be debited, nominal account, but cash is not going out, so to outstanding expenses. Amount is how much? Amount is rupees 9,000. So let us consider 9,000. Being unrecorded expenses, now recorded. Okay, now let us make the posting of this entry. Revaluation account should be debited by rupees 9,000. So let us go to revaluation account debit side. We'll write here to outstanding expenses 9,000. Second effect will have to be given to what? It will have to be given to balance sheet liability side. You can say unrecorded outstanding expenses, and then it is rupees 9,000, directly outer column. Okay, so posting is complete. Let us consider all the adjustments again. Have we completed everything? We have completed adjustment number 5, expenses incurred. Yes. Adjustment number 6 is Akash brings rupees 60,000 in cash as his capital contribution. Have we passed the entry? Yes, that was our first entry, cash to Akash capital. Have we posted it? Let me check. Oh, we have not posted it. Let us make the posting of the same. Cash or bank account debit side to Akash capital. The first entry, journal entry, which we had passed, step number 3, capital brought in by new partner. Journal entry was passed by us, but we had forgotten to make the posting in the ledger. So that's what I am doing here, by cash or bank account. Nothing in Tara, nothing in Chandra, nothing in Surya, and in Akash it will be 60,000. Okay, so first entry 60,000. Let me check again. Open necessary ledger account over, transfer of assets and liabilities over, capital brought in by new partner, journal entry as well as ledger posting over, goodwill journal entry is over as well as its posting is over. Very good. Next one, motor car revaluation, posting in motor car account as well as revaluation account. Very good. 15,000 here. Thereafter motor car is withdrawn, so entry withdrawn and capital account as well as motor car account. So capital motor car is there in Chandra, and from balance sheet motor car has gone out, so that is also being taken care of. Next point is furniture to revaluation. So entry will be posting is in furniture appreciation add we have done it, and revaluation account credit side, that is also taken up by us. Very good. So posting is done. Debtors to revaluation, so debtors balance sheet asset side we should record outer column, yes, and revaluation account credit side we should consider debtors, yes, that is also being taken care of. Next one, revaluation to outstanding expenses we have completed just now. Revaluation account debit side 9,000 and outstanding expenses 9,000, balance sheet liability side. Very good. I think I'll require one more line in revaluation account. Cash account, I don't think any line is required. So let me remove one of the lines from cash and bank account, and I'll have to go for preparing my or increasing one line in revaluation account. Just a minute. And if you have seen it properly, you will come to know in this problem we did not use our working note number 1. Why? Since new partner is not bringing bringing his or her share of goodwill in cash, sacrifice ratio is not required. Further, the problem has not mentioned requirement to maintain capital in new PSR like previous 3 problems. One of the problems on the basis of total capital of the firm, one of the problem on the basis of new partners capital and adjustment in cash, one of the problem on the basis of new partners capital adjustment in loan, and one of the problems was on the basis of new partners capital but adjustment was in current account. Nothing of that sort is mentioned in this problem, so I can specify comma this working note is not prepared. Okay, I hope everybody has understood it. So in that case, if in examination we don't prepare this working note, is it okay? Yes, it is okay, no problem. Since we had prepared the format, I had given the note. Why have we not solved the new calculation or calculation of ratios? If you want, you can calculate new ratio, that is okay, but it is not required to be used now, because new ratio is required for the purpose of finding out what should be the capital, but there is no such condition that capital should be in PSR. Sacrifice ratio is required for the purpose of adjusting goodwill brought in cash, which is not brought in cash, so again that is not a problem, so we are saved from the difficulty. Ratio need not be considered by us. Okay, next part. So now I can close my revaluation account, I can find out the profit or loss, I can transfer it to partners capital. Which partners? Old partners. In which ratio? Old profit sharing ratio. So 15 plus 24 plus 33 is equal to 72,000, which is coming on credit side as well as on debit side. 72,000. Out of 72 you are removing 9,000. What remains is 63,000. This 63,000 will have to be transferred to 3 partners. Now remember, there are 3 partners in the old firm, so that it will have to be transferred to Surya, above him Chandra, and above him Tara, and the earlier line I'll have to write 2 partners capital. Okay, so 2 partners capital, and the ratio is how much? The ratio already known to us is old ratio, because revaluation profit is always divided in old ratio. We have studied it for n number of times now, and the old ratio was how much? The old ratio was 2:3:1. So I'll say 2 for Tara, 3 for Chandra. Let me minimize the font, and 1 for Surya. Let us increase the size of the column. Yeah, I think 63,000 to be divided in the ratio of 2:3:1, that goes to divided by 6. 63,000 divided by 6 into 2, that goes to 21,000 for Tara. Oh, it is not happening. Let me make it small. Oh, just a minute. I'll change the font size here. Yes, this is sufficient. Okay, and then 63,000 divided by 6, 63,000 divided by 6 into 3, that goes to 31,500, and 63,000 divided by 6 into 1, that goes to 10,500. So 10,500. As already decided by us for many number of times in the past, we have done it for multiple number of times. We'll make this column right aligned. 63,000 is the balancing figure. I'll encircle the same. Okay, so that's done. It will have to go to partners capital account credit side by revaluation account. Amount is 21,000, and then 31,500, and then 10,500, and dash, because Akash cannot get share in revaluation profit or loss. It belongs only to the old partners. We will have to pass the journal entry. We have just now made the posting of the same. Entry will be revaluation account is debited and Tara, Chandra and Surya's capital account is credited. So journal entry is revaluation account debit 1418, because answer is basically journal entries. Revaluation account debit to Tara's capital account, to Chandra's capital account, to Surya's capital account, and the ratios are 2, 3 and 1, being revaluation profit transferred to old partners. What was the amount? 21,000, and then how much it was? 31,500, I think. Yes, 21,000, 31,500 and 10,500. 31,500 and 10,500. Come on to the credit side. The total is 63,000 for revaluation account, because the credit side was 72 and debit side was 9, so balancing figure was 63. Okay, so journal entries are all over. Let us tally the balance sheet. For tallying balance sheet, close all the revaluation account, etc. That is done. Partners capital account, let us close the same. Total of credit side is 71,000. Then 1,05,000 plus 75 is equal to 1,80,000. 1,80,000 plus 31,500, that is equal to 2,11,500. 66 plus 25 plus 66,000 plus 25,000 plus 10,500 is equal to 1,01,500, and then there is 60,000. Yes, so the amounts are ready for us. We will just take it from the credit side. We'll write it on the debit side. For me it is cut, copy, paste. For you it is little bit different. You'll have to be little bit careful. Chalo fatafat, find out the balancing figure. We'll call it as to balance carried forward. Balance of Surya and Akash is very easy to calculate. 1,01,500 and 60,000. The balance of Chandra and Tara is required to be calculated. 2,11,500 minus 75,000. So balance of Chandra is 1,36,500. And 71 minus 27. 71 minus 27 is equal to 44,000. all these things are balancing figure, so let me encircle them. Come on, be quick. Yes, let me select all these different things and put them down. These are my balancing figures. I am putting them with circle here. Okay, so this is 60,000, which is an encircled thing, balancing figure. 1,01,500 encircled here. 1,36,500, that is also encircled, and ultimately 40,000, 44,000. All these are closing balances. They should go to closing balance sheet asset side. Sorry, closing balance sheet liability side. Partners capital is there. It is a credit balance. Closing credit balance comes on liability side. It will be 44,000. Then 1,36,000. And how much it was? 1,36,500. Okay, 1,36,500. Please ensure that you are posting properly. Next one, 1,01,500. And next one is 60,000. Let us take the total to the outer column. 44,000 plus 1,36,500 plus 1,01,500 plus 60,000 is equal to 3,42,000. And then any other account is pending. Let us check it out. Revaluation account is closed. Cash or bank account is pending. Chalo. 54 plus 60 is equal to how much? 1,14,000. 1,14,000. 1,14,000 by balance carried forward. If it's a balance, it should go to balance sheet asset side, cash or bank account. 1,14,000. Any other account is pending. Check it out. Revaluation tallied, transfer to capital, cash or bank tallied, transfer to balance sheet, partners capital account tallied, transfer to balance sheet. Yes, there is goodwill account. Let us take the total 1,50,000. If you remember, I had specifically discussed it that in such situation goodwill account is going to appear in the closing balance sheet. This is our discussion of goodwill. It tells us when goodwill is not appearing in the old balance sheet, and if it is raised in the books of the firm, then the value is firm's goodwill, ratio is old ratio, journal entry is goodwill account with old partners capital account, and on the asset side goodwill account will appear by the amount of firm's goodwill. So this 1,50,000 will be coming in the balance sheet asset side. Okay, so I'll consider here 1,50,000 by balance carried forward, and it is balance sheet asset side goodwill 1,50,000. ले लो हरी का नाम, कर लो बैलेंस शीट टैली. 3,42,000 plus 9,000, that goes to 3,51,000. And 54,000 on the asset side plus 33,000 plus 1,14,000 plus 1,50,000, that goes to 3,51,000. So the balance sheet is tallying. What are the new points we studied in this problem? Oh, I think I have not written the observations probably in this problem. Let me write down the observations quickly for you. I hope you are clear with the adjustments. What are the observations? The observations are OBSERVATIONS observations. First one, old balance sheet is equal to 3 partners and old ratio is equal to 2:3:1. Next, Akash admitted for 1/4 share and old partners sacrifice in old ratio, because there was an adjustment that profits and losses sharing ratio among old other partners remains same. That means they should sacrifice also in the old ratio. Next, goodwill capital is brought in by Akash. But goodwill is not brought in by him. Instead, goodwill is raised in the books of the firm. Okay, so that is an important adjustment for us. Goodwill raised. Next, Tara's capital account is having a debit balance. Tara's capital account is having opening debit balance. Okay, these are the new points of this problem. And yes, motor car, this was solved by us once in the earlier problems. Motor car is appreciated first, then it is taken over by the who has taken over? By Chandra, CHANDRA, bracket मध्ये old partner. Okay, so these are the important points of this problem which have helped us to solve the problem and tally it. This is how it is being tallied. And please remember, goodwill will be coming in the balance sheet now. Goodwill will appear in the balance sheet now. Why goodwill is appearing in balance sheet? Because it is raised in the books, it is not written off. It was not there in the old balance sheet also, so it is not yet cancelled. It is generated and kept as it is. And in which ratio? Old ratio. Value is firm's goodwill. Entry is goodwill account with old partners capital account. Okay. And working note number 1, that is calculation of ratio. We have left the space there, but then we understood that since goodwill is not brought in cash, we don't require sacrifice ratio. Further, there is no adjustment to maintain the capital balance in new PSR, so new PSR also need not be calculated. Neither sacrifice ratio is required nor new PSR is required. So although we were having the space provided for the same, we did not use it. So in examination you can drop that particular working if such a situation comes. And most important, the problem has journal entries, so don't forget that. Directly don't jump into ledger. Ledger are all working notes. Sir, if I don't prepare cash and bank account and I directly show cash and bank in balance sheet asset side, inner column 54,000, add to that Akash capital 60, outer column 1,14,000, is it okay? Yes, no problem. There is no compulsion that you must prepare cash and bank account as a working note. I am preparing it because it becomes easy for you to see the double entry. Once you are having the confidence that you can make the double entry properly and you will never forget it in examination, in that case, instead of preparing an account, you can directly show, just like we have shown here, our motor car plus appreciation. Similarly, you can say cash and bank inner column, add to that Akash capital brought in. Since there is only one adjustment, you can do that particular thing also. So this is how the problem is required to be solved. Thank you very much for being with me in this problem. Now 2 more problems are remaining. I'll be solving in 2 different lectures after this. Okay, thank you very much. Bye bye.